It's Echo Arts in the upper left. The old man, 30 years old is ReMinD. He's been around forever, as we mentioned. I bet 13 years of Warcraft competitive experience. Still playing the game. I chatted a bit with him in WeChat, and he is such a cool, funny, and humble guy. Can't say anything bad against him. I've been in games with him for 8 years now, I think, back in WC3L times. Never saw him complain about anything. I think a lot of people like him, a lot of players like him. Seems to be a cool dude. But can he overcome the Undead Scourge that is represented by WFZ? I think he's still pretty young, 24, 25 maybe. He has a girlfriend, by the way, that lives in Germany for her studies. So the Chinese call him the German. Whatever. And he is the big favorite here. 4th place at WCA 2014, but as we said before, he fell in kind of a slump. He's not that great as 1-2-0, but he is definitely the second best Undead in the world at the moment, and his strong matchup is Night Elf, and ReMinD's weakest matchup is Undead, so it would be a big surprise if we see the veteran prevailing here.
And ReMinD, playing the standard at the very beginning, not playing it risky. We all know it here in Echo Isles. You can also take the the Mercenary Camp with the Ancient of War creep, but you can certainly get punished real hard for this. And ReMinD doesn't want to test his luck today. He's not going to try to go for such a greedy creep camp, just taking it slow. And that, of course, means the Demon Hunter's progress isn't going to be too incredibly quick. And yeah, if you guys watch back to Warcraft, you've heard this 1,000 times. Level 3 Demon Hunter. That is the key. You need to get that thing as soon as possible. And until you have Master Bears, that's kind of the only really good thing you have. Or of course level 3 Panda, which is also good. But you're gonna have your Demon Hunter level 3 before that. So, question is, WFZ, how aggressive is he gonna be? That was kind of, despite this being his best matchup, kind of his weakness. He was so predictable. He was always running across to the Night Elf with level 1 without any experience, with like 8 ghouls, and try to apply pressure. If you get a lot of damage done, that's good. But if you don't, then you have a DK that's really far behind.
That's right. He does the same, gets the first pair of skeletons. The Moonwell is hurt, yeah, but I don't think he can take it down. No coil, of course, to save this ghoul, and the wisps are already, the skeletons are already gone. Okay, at least one. But this third Moonwell might be taken down. He's going for the wisps though, so that delays the attack, of course, because ReMinD has to reproduce them. And Frostborn, you all know, hungers, but there's the detonate. Last mana again. ReMinD level 2 already after this little green spot. And here comes the ghouls.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's not 8, it's not even 7, it's only 6, so that's not that many. Oh, he's pulling a 7th one from the main. So that means he's gonna have no lumber income for a very long time. So he's really committing hard to this pressure. He's gonna send one ghoul home now. Of course, he wants to get a TP, he wants to get a few archers, he wants to get wisps, he wants to get moonwells. This is a big commitment. And he gets the first archer down here. Demon Hunter taking a bit of damage, but there is decentish amount of moon juice left. Is he gonna chase all the way for that ghoul? That's gonna take a lot of time out of his playbook, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna get the kill, but in the meantime, the ghouls are rampaging in the main. Mass repairs to come from the wisp. Is that gonna be enough? I think so. Nicely healing that wisp before he dies. There is moon juice here, well microed by ReMinD. Quick on his fingers here, not taking any losses at all really. So the Demon Hunter comes back, and so far he hasn't lost too much. We can take a look at the experience on the DK. Only one archer and 2 wisps so far going down and giving experience over. And of course the Demon Hunter now still far ahead in XP. And it seems like now he's weathered the storm, and the Undead has to retreat.
Well done by ReMinD. Wasn't really expecting this, to be honest. Graveyard, he didn't forget about it. It's a little late maybe, but we don't see a second crypt, so no Gargs as it was back in the old days of Undead versus Night Elf. We have a marketplace here where you can buy items, but there's nothing interesting for ReMinD there. He has 400 gold, could go for something, but he's not doing it. And now he's applying pressure, keeping the Death Knight away from level 2 maybe. Or, oh no, he's starting the creep here. The thing that I think what you've Rich invented, hiding the archers here, attacking the Ogre Magi, killing it with ease. And there we go, end of mana stealing, very cool. Sells it immediately though. Doesn't get anything for it.
And I think ReMinD finds himself in a good position to get like super deep early game wise. I think WFZ is too unimaginative with his early game. For example, from 120 we saw playing fast DK against Orc on unusual fast DK maps, get 2 rods, run into the Orc base and cancel Burrow. I think even WFZ did that against Focus after he saw that from 120, but still 120 seems to be the more creative on it. For example, what you can do here in Echo, you can creep the Ogre, then you creep with your ghouls only the next green camp, and then you're level 2. And in that time, the Demon Hunter still can't get anywhere close to level 3. So I think WFZ, his stubbornness for aggression has cost him a little bit here in the early game. But let's not be too dramatic. It's not like he's far behind or anything. He's going for the Naga now against the Panda out of ReMinD. If he gets us around here and a kill, that would of course be fantastic, but he doesn't quite stick. And the 4 archers provide good damage towards the ghouls. One of them already falling. Was there no coil available? I'm not sure. Maybe it was on cooldown. But he keeps the Night Elf from creeping here, even if he doesn't get the TP, even if he doesn't get the Panda or the archers. The ReMinD is not getting any experience at the moment.
Nice block from the DK. Lots of HP losses on the Death Knight. There's on the Demon Hunter, of course. Gets to the Moonwells now. Heals up again. The ghouls have been sent home, and so does the heroes. I think level 3 is easily doable for ReMinD. He's on the way to tier 3 already. 1 Ancient of Lore only, or am I missing something? It's only 1.
Yeah,
right?
he's super low on lumber.
So the harass is paying off.
Oh, you forgot about wisps. That's not good. That's gonna be a really late second lore.
But of course the graveyard for WFZ was late as well, so he doesn't have to deal with super early fiends. First one is only coming in now. But of course the thing is, the heavy magic damage tech, 2 destroyers, 2 worms. How fast can he pull that off? And the slaughterhouse is up. Statues are coming. He is supply stuck though. Ziggurat is about to finish. That's not a problem.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still no second lore. Prefers the shop over it. Interesting.
Wow. This is so late. This is so late. He's gonna have like 1 bear on Adept when Destroyer is finished.
Yeah.
Invis potion on DK's on the DK of I almost want to say Happy because we always see this from Happy. Maybe getting inspired by the European. Demon Hunter is now level 3. Is he gonna go for the late boots of speed? He definitely has the gold for it. Heal scroll. No boots, no invul, only heal scroll. Interesting.
WFZ can take the Renegade Wizard with a coil. And
there was no invul available.
Item.
That's why.
Oh boy, let's watch this. Damage is real. He gets away. Okay.
Oh, ReMinD was baiting it. Really well done.
How did he know?
He was at the shop, saw that the invul was on cooldown and the heal
the invis.
and the
Alright,
invis potion.
I see. Got the item though, and that was a claw plus 9, which is always great for a Lich, and of course always great for a Demon Hunter as well.
Oh, the Dryades are coming in for the interception, but if the DK runs north, this should not result in a kill. He just keeps on going east, and okay, that's good enough. Demon Hunter is coming in as well. Level 2 mana burn is gonna hurt. Oh, but he's eating the Nova. Is this gonna be a TP force? He's being slowed by the cold arrow one. Oh, the fog lightning comes as a surprise! Oh, and ReMinD now in a terrible position. Everything is so slow. He's gonna lose one archer. He might lose the Panda. There should be one more Nova for the slow. Where is it? He's not really getting there. He's blocking himself. That was a big wasted opportunity. He may have been able to get the Panda there, but now he's going towards the main. And there's so many vulnerable buildings and units here. Moonwells, shop, maybe even the Ancients of Lore. And look at this. The Master Training isn't finished.
He has a level 2 Pendant Brewmaster though. Can he get to level 3 soon? Nah, doesn't look like it. It's only a level 1 Breath of Fire. Naga level up to level 3. That is a nice Fog Lightning next Breath of Fire, but still doesn't kill anything. Nice micro by WFZ. Micros them all back in range of the statue to heal them up quickly again. This gives ReMinD some time. There is a staff now on the Panda, but no anti-magic, no heal potion, no mana potion, no orb. That's gonna hurt.
The Demon Hunter's coming back from the south. He's been rebought at the tavern. Pretty expensive for level 3 hero, but of course he needs him. He has no mana burn right now for the mana kill. And the Panda dies, excuse me. The level 2 hero down now as well. And the Demon Hunter, he has the TP, he has the heal. So what's he gonna use? First he's trying to go for the DK, but he doesn't use anything. What was that? And that is the 1-0 for the Chinese. And that looked curious.
That was... I mean, he punished this mistake so hard.
Yeah.
That one mistake in the middle where he didn't think of the fork lightning. I mean, you do one mistake and boom, it's over. Well, he did a few mistakes afterwards, but that spiraled out of control.
And he had there where he lost the Demon Hunter, he didn't even have to TP. He had the staff on the Panda. So maybe his ping wasn't perfect, or maybe he was considering TPing out there, because if he staffs home the Demon Hunter, of course the rest of his army's left alone. So I think in general it was bad movement by the Night Elf. He was moving out towards the middle of the map when it's so obvious what WFZ plays. He doesn't play it all the time, but I would say he plays it like 70% of the time. This, tier 3 timing, run into the elf base. And at that stage, you can't be out on the map. And honestly, you can't just play that with one lore. So to me, it seems like ReMinD doesn't really know who he's playing against, even though he's been playing, WFZ has been playing this strategy for the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. And he played him before, so there's no excuse really. And you have to be aware of what WFZ is playing if you go into a final like that. So 1-0 for the favorite here in this game, and we have a new sub and a donation. Billy die Bumse, thank you very much for the sub. Nice nickname, by the way. And of course, Mikey PX. As always, I'm so grateful for you, man. $5 in our direction. Hey guys, nice to hear the stream in English again. Yep. Once again, only the Ting tournament is in German because Todd has the ESL and Todd have the exclusive broadcasting rights for English. And we said, okay, we're gonna do the German cast then because we haven't done that in a long time and we really want to cast it. So only Ting, rest is in English. Yep. Speaking of Ting, semifinals on Friday, best of 7 between Lin and TH and 120 and Live. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I want to watch those games as well. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to make it, but it's gonna be awesome, man. And of course, then the day after, the best of 9 grand final, which is something unheard of. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Have you prepared like a shit ton? Have you took out like researched all the stats and everything, or are you more chill this time?
Nope, I'm prepared. I have my basic preparation for when I get paid for casts. So I always do the stats when it's important or when I'm in the studio or something. I got my sheets down. I got the stats down, and I think I'm ready for this.
Yeah, I think so too. Statsman Neo Man on the job. It's gonna be a really cool show coming out of the ESL studios. We have a new subscriber right here, and that's Craig Norris. Thank you so much for joining us, man, and I hope you enjoy your stay.
I think I played a few fun games with him recently. If you are that guy, that was really cool. We played Line Tower Defense, I think.
Did you play it in Warcraft or in Dota?
In Warcraft.
Like on Battle.net?
Yep.
Wow. I don't even know what Line Tower Defense is.
It's kind of like a defense where you send creeps to your opponent. And you have to build a maze as well.
So it's not Line Tower Wars where you have a hero.
It is Line Tower Wars. Yeah, exactly.
But don't you have a hero in Line Tower Wars?
Nope.
And that guy levels up like 10 million levels?
Nope. I think that's Hero Line Tower Wars. I don't know.
Those guys were really uncreative with their names.
We have a new donation, by the way, by Billy die Bumse. Once again, your nickname is great. He says, because you pronounce my nickname that well, thank you guys for the stream. Geiler Scheiß. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it.
That rolls off the tongue really well, right?
Yeah, it's really
Billy
cool.
die Bumse.
Billy
Yeah,
die Bumse.
Are you studying phonetic speech, man? Because
No.
that
no,
one,
no.
yeah. I don't mean you, I mean him. That one could be put into song.
Into a
Maybe
thong.
Moneyboy. Moneyboy I could see rapping about Billy the Bumse.
He's called...
How's Moneyboy doing? Is he still in the hospital?
No. He's fine, but he's not called Moneyboy anymore. He's now YSL No Plug.
What? YSL no plug?
Yeah.
What does YSL stand for? Like I mean the letter YSL.
YSL is Yves Saint Laurent, the brand.
Oh my god.
No is
Okay,
like from
and no plug is because you only performed like playback or what?
No plug is like no from knowledge, so he knows how to plug stuff. I guess I don't know.
That guy is.
He's the best. He's just the best.
I hope at the end of his career he's gonna have some brain cells left.
Yeah, I doubt it though. Yeah. Underwood Frank knows the Glow Up Dinero gang. What the hell? How do you know them? Aren't you from America? Like,
What is Glow Up Dinero Gang? Is that like his rap crew?
yeah, that's his crew. With Hustensaft Jüngling and Medikamenten Manfred. It's really funny.
Oh my god. Maybe he watches Arteezy's stream. That crazy guy
possible.
always plays Moneyboy music.
I really like the Glow Up Dinero gang logo though. It's a sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show it to you. A second, can I find it? Okay, it's just a sombrero, but it's kind of cool, like in paint art. Translate the name of the donator. It's Billy the. How do you?
It doesn't work
No,
in
really,
translate.
really, right.
It's, it has to remain a mystery for you. All right, second game. Oh, I thought I couldn't load. Whew. But I think I made it in.
Nope. Oh, nope, you're not in yet. But another player is not loading. Ah, there you are. And Kamar as well.
Are you in the loading screen, like where you can see the green
races?
bar and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, I think my game crashed. And it's gonna continue once I close my game. Alright, I'm closing my game now.
Or just wait.
No, it never works when you wait.
Okay. Yo, Chili Cheeseburger, you're right.
Non-responsive.
Andy Lubitz is definitely the best song of Medikamenten Manfred.
Alright, I closed the game now.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, fuck. Damn!
Oh, I forgot to update the score. So 2 more maps to go for WFZ to get the revenge on Focus. Or is ReMinD coming back? That is the question here. The question is always, what is the question? And the map is Last Refuge. So a little bigger than Echo, of course. So the distance between the bases is longer. And that, I think, makes the ghoul push a little less strong.
And of course, the big question is how good the heroes are gonna be, because that is the answer to the ghoul push, tier 3 push strategy. If you have double level 3 heroes, you have won the game. But it's not necessarily that easy getting there. Here on LR, I guess you of course take your green camp. Then maybe if you go for the Naga on tier 2, you can take out the 2 ogres in the middle. And then you can take your mercenary camp. Then you can maybe take your natural. But is that really going to be enough for double level 3? What you definitely need, no question, is level 3 Demon Hunter. Can you get your second hero there as well, though? That's going to be much more difficult. And then, of course, it also depends on execution. But if ReMinD knows what's coming, which he definitely should, which it definitely didn't look like last game, then he should have the time and the ability to prepare.
True that, and I always question myself, why Panda? I mean, if the ghouls are gone, I think there's no reason for a Panda anymore.
The Panda is still really strong. Panda has Death of Fire for 70 mana, and Fog Lightning is 100 mana, and usually she always throws out the arrows, so she's always kind of low on mana. And he's not that squishy.
That's true. That's the big point for the Panda, in my opinion. But I think the damage of the Naga is in general a lot higher. And
the focus potential of her is a lot higher, but the spread damage still the Panda is better.
Well, the right clicks are definitely higher. Like
that's
higher.
The focus potential. With a Panda, the Undead's heroes can almost never die. With a Naga, the Undead has to be careful. If he's facing a Naga, I mean, of course.
I'm with Rudin here. I would always go Naga if I would be a Night Elf. But maybe that's why I'm not in those leagues, but a commentator. And of course, I suck at Warcraft. 0 experience for the DK. Almost level 2 Demon Hunter here. And he can't really pick up too much, I think. Not too many wisps gone. As, it's 0 experience, so basically nothing gone. And nice little savings here into the Entangled Goldmine. 2 hurt wisps, the 3rd hurt wisp is saved as well. So everything's cool for ReMinD, good early game for him. And here comes the ghouls, so now it gets a little dangerous for ReMinD. 5, 6 ghouls, 7 ghouls this time.
The player's forces are under attack.
3 archers though, Moon Juice is available. This Moonwell is far in the back. But almost a surround, but he squishes through the altar and the Demon Hunter and saves herself. That's pretty good, and so he's just attacking the Demon Hunter, which is of course not what you want, because the hero armor and the evasion, that's all a lot less effective. He's hunting archers down with skeletons, but that's not gonna work because the archers are too fast.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finally the ghouls find the target, but not for much longer, since the Demon Hunter is back. Yeah, this little push did nothing for him.
And again, I have to question his early game, like creeper out / aggression decision making. You can still take out the green camp and still be in time to keep the Night Elf from creeping. Once again, it seems like WFZ is a little bit too stubborn. But I mean, who are we to question? He won the last game, but you know, if we want to take a look at everything perfectly, I guess this wasn't the most effective.
Oh, the graveyard is super late, so the fiends will be super late. How is things for ReMinD? Huntress Hall is also late, so I think it adds up. Is this the new meta now that everybody is forgetting their 1.5 tech buildings?
Well, most of the time it's a mistake. Sometimes it's not. For example, the Undead is probably going to decide to go to tier 3 and get a second hero before he gets the Slaughterhouse. So, you know, might be even intentional, not very likely though. But yeah, we see it a lot.
Naga
that
second
much can be said.
By WFZ. No Tavern Hero just yet by ReMinD. His tech is finished though, but since the Undead is occupying the Tavern, he can't really go for something, otherwise he would be surrounded like immediately.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's the Naga now. And maybe buying the staff and staffing home immediately, or boots, or... Oh yes, only 100 gold. Okay, there's the staff, he gets out. Not enough damage. And the staff in general is always good to have for more mobility. And tier 3 has started for having a Lich very early on with the orb, of course. Ultravision upgrade for ReMinD. No tier 3 yet. Double Engine of Lore this time. A lot earlier than on Echo Isles. Mana Burn Steel maybe. Yep, he got it. The item went to WFZ though, and that was a big mana potion, which is so good in this matchup. Has to be careful with his Death Knight now. There is no statue. Oh! Maybe a good potential for ReMinD to kill the Slaughterhouse, but no. Doesn't want to dive in there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's of course also the big thing with the Naga second pick, gives you a lot more map control in the early stages than the Panda would. Of course though, if you're aggressive, that's also gonna mean you're gonna delay your leveling, so that's where you kind of have to weigh your options. How aggressive are you gonna be, or how much experience do you want to gather?
So yeah, that's not too much experience here. Both heroes level 1, while the Demon Hunter is of course level 2.5 already. Just one creep spot.
A player's forces
And then
are
it's
under
good.
attack.
He has the level 2 mana burn then. Question in chat, does the undead regen faster on Blight? Yeah, it's 2 HP per second, right?
2 HP.
Yeah. So that's quite good. That's why that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to fight into an undead base. The other is of course the slow from the Black Citadel.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the shop, etc, etc. Death Knight level 2 finally. So he has a coil now. Naga level 2 as well. So he has Fog Lightning and coil. The nuke is getting stronger. And a health stone, which is always cool for an undead as well. Demon Hunter got the big invul potion here. Naga level 2, the first dryads are out, and now attack on 2 bears. This time, this should align perfectly here for
Player's
ReMinD.
forces are under attack.
And this is a much bigger map we have here, Last Refuge, so it wouldn't be unthinkable to see more passive play out of the undead, especially considering that there is no Panda here this time. With this being WFZ though, maybe he's gonna be aggressive once again, but the options are certainly there to go into Frostworms, to carry TPs, to creep up a hell of a lot and
Player's
play
forces
evasive.
are under attack.
Okay, Scourge, Bone Chimes for ReMinD. Boots of Keltalas only for WFZ. Which is of course for undead the worst outcome that he could get because he has no agility hero. Lich is out with the orb. That's of course what he needs. Destroyer upgrade almost finished, and he has Frenzy already, so this is a good timing to push. We always mention it, the biggest power spike here for the undead until the worms come out, but so far, I was just about to say no sacrificial pit, but here it is, and so the tech tree for the Boneyard is open. We have a level 3 Demon Hunter, we have a level 3 Naga, good items I think, well okay items for the Night Elf. Sending scouts over, and both players are going for the red spot, and this could change a lot. Creeping, of course.
Right, so much more behaved, much slower game than we had on Echo, and as I said, with the map here being LR, that is more likely to be passive than it is on Echo Isles.
Cloak of Flames
This
for
is
the
usually, yeah, excuse me, go ahead.
Cloak of Flames for the Undead, Helm of Valor for the Night Elf.
I think the big thing here is, do the Night Elf heroes get level 5? Because that's really where they hit their next level of strength. But before that, if they're level 4 both, yeah, that's, you know, that's good and that's okay, but that's not gonna be incredible. So I think at the moment this creeping is favoring WFZ, unless, of course, ReMinD gets to the stage where he gets 2 or close to
Zapper action against the shop doesn't really work, but he hit okay, I think. Now with Siege Bears, he gets rid of the shop. That means no statues anymore, and of course no potions, no heal scrolls, no nothing. He goes for the Slaughterhouse as well, and the 2 bears and the Demon Hunter, they are enough for the Slaughterhouse. He portals out, loses a bear, but that was definitely worth it. Nice play by ReMinD, taking out the shop and the Slaughterhouse, so that's gonna take a lot of time to get it back. He has a Boneyard though, but only 1 statue on the ground. If that one gets sniped, no healing, no mana regen anymore. He bought a potion though, so his Inventory is
player's
great.
forces
Heal
are under
potion,
attack.
heal stone, invo potion, and bigger mana. But yeah, the statue's gonna be a problem.
And no repair there coming out of WFZ. Was he too afraid of the Fog Lightning? I don't know, that looked weird though. And with a play like that, you definitely expect an expansion, but there is no such thing. Seems like ReMinD just really likes zappers.
Yeah, and if you play him like this, man, it's really effective. Why not?
We've seen this a lot, or not a lot, but we've seen this sometimes now for like right-click damage heroes that aren't int. They still keep their agility items. Do you think that's worth it?
For the attack speed, Boots of Kel'Thalas is, well,
Yeah.
not that
200
great.
gold.
Yeah.
It's 200 gold.
Next fight here, by the way, Bears versus Ghouls. It's an unfair comparison here, I think, but with the addition of the destroyers, with the area of effect damage with magic, that is okay for him now, I think. 2 bears are out of the fight already, 1 staff, 1 dead. Nice position for the destroyers, but he has to TP out. The focus fire on the Lich is too good. And ReMinD, I mean, he's expanding on top of things, and that bought him a lot of time. He didn't want to fight there without 2 bears, so he focused the hero, forced the TP. Well done.
Yeah, but he traded out ghouls and lost nothing else, so I think that's WFZ is gonna be fine with this.
Yeah.
And ReMinD has a really small army at the moment, to be honest. When a worm joins the battle here,
It is already.
and a fight ensues, I think he's gonna be in a tough spot.
Yeah, there's a worm ready here. Is he somehow transitioning into hippos? No. Just wants to fight it with his heroes and the dryads, which doesn't seem to cut it, at least at the moment. On the other side, the WFZ has nothing against dryads. And now has no statue anymore. He didn't really rebuild the slaughterhouse, only now it's finished. Second worm is coming, more fiends, 61 food. So ReMinD is staying below 50 to not pay taxes, and here is the Zeppelin.
How many bears does he have in there?
2.
Okay, so this the Haunted Gold Mine is not going to take too much damage, but still a bit. I imagine he's going to be dropping the mine.
Here we go, first Fog Lightning. 1 Acolyte down. Can he get the second one? Yep, he gets the second one. Now with the bears. Okay, there's no real chance to go for the Haunted Gold Mine. He portals out without losing anything, but that wasn't really worth it. Just for 2 Acolytes and a little
I
distraction.
buy his time though. I think that's
Yeah, for his
fine.
expo, yeah, of course.
What are the undead heroes at now? Because once they get to 333 and higher, that's where stuff gets dangerous.
He is exactly
A town is
1
under siege.
XP away from 333. There we go. Kill the wisp.
And he has 2 worms now, right?
Yep.
And
2 destroyers.
ReMinD is 54.
Here comes the
That's-
push. He has an invul. He still has the bigger mana and good healing items as well. Going for the Entangled Gold Mine, which was almost finished. So far, 0 gold coming out from this expansion. Of course, his army is still small. 3 fiends now. With the Lich together, they can take out the Dryads. Zeppelin is late. I don't think there's web. And good damage on the worms so far. Now the bears have the angle to kill the fiends here. Oh, he used illusions on the worm. Very well done. Next Fog Lightning kills another fiend. Demon Hunter really in problems. Once again, he's going for that Lich, but he catches the coil. Is being back to full health too. Oh, the magic damage is so crazy. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter as well. Now he can focus on the bears again and take them out easily. While the Lich is dealing with the Dryads. 1 more volley to kill the worm. Survives with 14 HP. Sick. DK uses the health stone now. Final bear is down. And I think WFZ is taking this nice staff after the Nova. The frost breath of the worm was already inbound, but the staff saves him. Gets the Entangled Gold Mine again. And that worm save, man. With 5 or 4 HP. Just sick. Of course, healing up a worm is not that easy.
Town is under siege.
But he will get to it. Delaying the expansion even further, killing a lot of the army. Good fight by WFZ.
Alright, and now he still has a big supply lead. Where does he want to go with this? Maybe creep the rest of the map, maybe attack into Moonwells, or maybe he could just expand himself now.
Yeah, I think WFZ is not a guy who expands. Like, never. I think I saw it 1 or 2 times from him. I know him for 3 years now. At least what I can remember from the top of my head. Where's the second worm? Ah, okay, he's still here with the army. Always denying the entangled gold mine. This is so good.
Yeah, I wonder what the best move here is to do next. I like how he's yeah, as you say, canceling the gold mine, the entire gold mine over and over. But that's not gonna be the end game plan, of course.
He is coming for an attack. Once again, 2 worms, 2 destroyers. He has double statues on the ground, abomination as well. 4/3/3 heroes, heal scroll, heal pot, and a very cool lich with +9. He sold the boots, by the way, of Keltaras. He's going for the haunted gold mine again with 2 worms, is of course even easier. But now there's a lot of dryads. He has only 3 fiends and the A-bomb without disease cloud. So here we go, level 4 on the Demon Hunter, Fog Lightning, but it doesn't hit that much. The Abomination took a lot of damage. How much mana is there? No mana on the Death Knight anymore. I don't think he can win this against all the Dryads. The A-Bomb is definitely down afterwards. He walks across the Tree of Life. And the Dryads are doing it for now. Next Fiend dead. Demon Hunter still looking quite healthy. The heroes have to carry for the undead here. They have to get rid of the Dryads, and then of course it's easy pickings. With the 2 frost worms. It's only 1. I don't know where he is. The statues provide so much healing and mana though. Frost breath slows him, slows him, slows him. He cannot load him into the Zeppelin because then the Zeppelin is definitely gonna die. There is Steph on the Naga. It's not close enough, and so the Demon Hunter dies. Oh boy, and this is definitely the end of the expansion. Naga completely out of control. GG 2-0.
Alright. Well played by WFZ. This time he doesn't even go for the ghoul aggression, which he's so known for. That of course makes sense on this map. I have to question ReMinD though here. That was a really weird expansion timing. You time your expansion in such a way that it's done by the time your opponent can have 2 frostworms. Usually you get it on like 45 supply or something when you have master bears ready right then. And at that point, Frostrooms can't be there yet. So, I think still showing through that ReMinD is not too familiar with a modern metagame.
Yeah, I agree. Especially for the time where he sent the worms and the destroyers to the Entangled Gold Mine. If there's 2-3 hippogriffs, easy cut guy, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, with the expansion timing that he went for that game, hippos weren't really a possibility.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He needed that economy to get rolling first. But that timing is so weird. Like, when the undead gets 2 worms, that's the big power spike. And that's exactly when you want to be vulnerable with an expansion. That's just really bad timing. I mean, I'm not saying he played really bad, but the decision, the timing of the expansion was absolutely terribly chosen.
So we don't know the next map just yet, but it's 3 match points, of course, for WFZ. We could get the rematch from the winner bracket final. We could get the rematch of QSL, which was earlier that year. Both matches have been won by Focus.
But we're not there yet. It's not over yet necessarily. Of course, so far it seems to be pretty one-sided in the Undead's direction. But hey, let's not count him out yet. He has won championships before, and not too few.
That's right. He has Frostmourne at home. He is the first Korean to win the WCG in 2010. Made them Korean commentators crying. But, yeah. This is all been a few years ago. Next map is Turtle Rock.
So I certainly can't see this being loser's choice, because this is basically the worst Night Elf map. I guess you could argue between Twisted and Turtle Rock. And yeah, that's gonna be a hard map to begin the comeback on. Demon Hunter doesn't even get level 2 for free, and don't even get me started on level 3. And it's not like when you get the Naga out as a second hero, you can take so many creep camps. Basically, for everything here, you need Ancient of War. Until you get bears, of course. But that takes a while. And on the other side, ghouls, pretty easy to creep with statues, especially the back of the turtle, the medium armor turtles. So...
Do you think there's even the slightest chance we see gargoyles here?
No, not from WFZ.
Turtle Rock would be a good gargoyle map, I think.
But have you ever seen WFZ playing gargoyles? Nope. I think everyone's following in the footsteps of Ted over in China, and so they have never even heard of gargoyles. I think they may have removed it from their hotkeys. Nobody plays that in China.
Well, we saw gargoyles against Focus's Wyvern Harass, so they know that the unit exists.
But probably he had to use that with a mouse, like he didn't know what the hotkey was for. Was that Lin or Focus?
Both, I think.
It was Turtle Rock close position, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure who it was. Exactly. All right, players are joining the game. We have ReMinD in here already, and now we have WFZ as well. 2-0 is the lead for the Chinese undead player, and ReMinD has to muster all of his strength if he wants to be able to start the comeback. And, well, as I said before, this is not going to be the easiest map to do this on. Now, if you guys play W3 Arena, you know that their close position is not possible. Here, though, it is. And if he gets close on top of everything, I'm going to be really impressed if he makes it work.
Okay, they changed the colors, so I have to change it as well.
Now he's back to blue.
Yeah, but he was red before.
Okay. Because he was light blue for a bit. Right, come on, game, don't fail me, please. I really want to watch those games. And... fingers crossed, praying to the gods. Yeah, it's working. Excellent.
You should really consider buying a Lone Life account, man. Or we buy it for you.
Nah, it's not because of the connection, though. It's because of the game bugging out.
You think?
Yeah. It has to do with software, not connection. I'm very certain.
Okay!
So,
oh, yeah.
First bullet has been dodged, Neo. We do not have close position.
Yeah, it's crossed here on Turtle Rock. Match points for the blue undead in the bottom right of TR. ReMinD has to step up his game. ReMinD needs to find an answer to the late undead stuff, to destroyers and worms. So far, it didn't work. Expansion wasn't an answer. No expansion wasn't an answer. Losing the Demon Hunter definitely was also not the answer that he was looking for. And I think WFZ can be very, very confident going into map 3. And as I mentioned before, the winner of this match has $2,000 guaranteed, plus the chance to win $3,000 in the grand final. The loser goes home with $1,000.
The grand final is happening tomorrow. Same time, right?
Yeah, 13 CST, best of 5.
So then we're gonna have our champion.
Will
and
you be
who's gonna be contesting folk?
Warden!
Wow. That seems like super hard desperation.
We saw it working from Sonic and Shaq.
But not on Turtle Rock.
Not so sure.
You want to get the Warden to at least level 4 quickly. And how do you do that here, man?
Well, you start with the turtle, you continue with the ogre, and then go to the red spot. Is that kind of possible?
He has to go for several Ancients of War. 2, maybe even 3. Okay, 3 is kind of crazy. But I think he has to go for 2 Ancients of War. The Ghoul sees this now. Now the thing is, how familiar is WFZ against the Warden. Because what you want to do is be aggressive like crazy. Don't give her any space. That seems to fit WFZ's playstyle, but still, how exactly does he know how to deal with her? Because she relies on creeping. She relies on creeping more than most any other hero. So she has to do it, so you're always going to be able to find windows to punish her. And this is the thing about Turtle Rock again. You only get 100 experience for free. After that, you have to fight for your...
Right to party.
to party, yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
And
she's
the
not
Warden's moving across.
The thing is, of course, what I just said was complete bullshit, of course, because if you open the base without the Engine of War to the undead, he's gonna run over you with ghouls. So, that's not really possible.
A town is under siege.
And we see both players starting to tech now. Pretty much at the same time, slightly ahead for the undead, as we see it so often. By the way, DK going for the aura first. Interesting, so he certainly expects hero focus coming out of the Warden. Should he attack? And now WFZ is playing this not so aggressive with facing a Warden, which I'm pretty surprised about. Now the ghouls leave the base. But with him having picked the aura first, he may want to creep both the turtle camps first to get level 2 for the coil. But still, the Warden, she doesn't get anything going at the moment. Still only about 130 experience.
Creeping this camp now without the Engine of War. Got the boot, so of course chasing is a little easier for her. We haven't seen a Shadow Strike just yet. And usually it's a treat for her to spam Shadow Strike on the DK to get him low.
The Warden taking a lot of damage now. Use the Shadow Strike to get that last hit. That is level 2 for her. That's good. Now she has Blink, can get out of surrounds and maybe even chase something a little bit more efficiently. And the ghouls are creeping up at the same time.
Indeed. Same spot, but he's just
And
waiting.
Hunter's Hall is being forgotten. Oh, there we go.
It's okay. That's not too bad. Now the skeletons arrive and now he starts his creep. This will of course be level 2 for the DK. Graveyard is in time, perfectly. So things set up for WFZ. No crazy Warden, not too much damage on the Death Knight. Block now and right clicks, that's gonna hurt. Is there another Shadow Strike? Yes there is. Slows him down again. Any block? I don't think so, just wants to get the right clicks because of course until stat use there's not real healing for the undead except the potion and there's no town portal. Ghouls come in now, so he has to block, doesn't do it though. And the
What's he doing?
He's dying. Yeah, Shadow Strike, kill. And that was a level 2 DK, so that's gonna take some time.
Oh, what a big mistake. Gonna lose another ghoul. Might lose another one with a good wisp block, and yep. I think this one's gonna be in the books as well. Nice block here. Well done. From ReMinD, that first block with the archer kind of ensured the kill on the DK. WFZ was reacting too late, and now he's gonna lose another ghoul.
3
This
ghouls.
is almost. And the DK.
3 ghouls and the Death Knight, and this Wisp got himself a Medal of Honor from this block. I mean, he blocked from the turtle spot to the second turtle spot. That's quite an accomplishment, and of course, it's
Naga second.
Yeah, for more pressure. Ah, well, he doesn't have the time. Well,
in theory, it makes sense, but we never see this. Usually, it's a Warden solo or a Warden Panda. But now he has so much space, man. He has so much space. Killed the DK, killed 3 ghouls. And it's all down to WFZ. You can't lose your hero like that. And 3 ghouls. That's just maybe him getting overconfident. I don't know. But he messed this up big time.
so maybe this is the answer for ReMinD. He has level 3 Warden, Potion of Invulnerability, perfect for him as well. Lich is out, so no Naga second and a very late decay to revive. First Fiends are coming, Slaughterhouse is almost finished. But yeah, 2 ghouls severely hurt. How many are back in the base? Only 2 which are also hurt. And he finds him. He finds him at the east. Oh boy, there's no Town Pole on the Lich either. There is Frost Arrow. There is Shadow Strike soon if the Warden blinks in or something. Oh, this is a disaster for WFZ. Here she comes.
Right, first Shadow Strike. He has a coil, but that's the only one. Is he gonna try to deny this? It looks like it. Let's see if it works. Nope.
Secures the kill with the Shadow Strike, and that is level 2 for the Warden already. So Shadow Strike and Fork Lightning available. Hi-yi-yi-yi-yi-yi-yi. This is strong play from ReMinD so far. 2 Dryads out now for even more slow. So we have triple slow.
Our player's forces are under attack.
And now ReMinD takes the merchant of his opponent, and most likely he's gonna be able to get his own merchant as well. And now here with 2 Dryads, with the slow and the Fog Lightning of the Naga and the level 3 of the Warden, he has absolute map control, finds a great item to go with everything he has going for him as it is already. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for an expansion or something. I don't know, he is so far ahead. I think the one thing he shouldn't do is just creep up everything right now, because that gives WFZ the chance to come back here.
Loses an archer against the skeleton here. Third Gargantuan down, Potion of Greater Mana as well. Ay, that's all gonna hurt so bad. Rejuvenation is ready, Master Upgrade, not ready, not queued up yet. No Naga third for WFZ so far.
A player's forces are under
Destroyer
attack.
upgrade is coming, Orb is here. And there's the Tinker third.
What?
What?
Against Shadow Strike and Cold Arrow from your opposition, you go for a hero you can't coil. Okay. Bears now coming in. They don't have Master yet, but it's not gonna take much longer. No, it's gonna be finishing within a few seconds. Tinker taking quite a bit of damage. Orb of Venom now online as well. He gets one Archer here with a Nova, but who cares? It's an Archer. 43 supply for the Night Elf against 49. So in that regard, WZ is doing fairly well.
Forces are under attack.
But all that are of course ghouls, which, you know, are gonna fall off harder and harder here.
And we don't have a Sacrificial Pit yet, we don't have a Boneyard obviously. And we have a Tinker third. I don't know the reason for that. Like, I have no idea why he picked that. Maybe it was a misclick or something? Panel of Energy for the Undead now as well.
We saw it before from WFZ, and there it worked pretty well, but there the bears were a big problem, and Pocket Factory Goblins good against bears, but this is not the same game. This is the Warden and a Naga, so yeah, I don't agree with the Tinker choice at all.
Watch the Warden parry buff Vitality, and little help against the Undead Nuke.
A town is under siege.
3 bears on the field now, first heal scroll, Warden level 4. Look at the inventory, man. Big Potion of Mana and big Invul.
And there's an expansion coming now. Pocket Factory sees this, trying to harass. But I guess WZ gets to do more creeping. He's gonna be Lich level 3 soon. But this is not gonna be a crazy tri-hero combo, like a Naga third who scales really well into the late game. Or maybe even a Dark Ranger third. This is a Tinker. No, if he's level 4, alright, I guess you got kind of a good Pocket Factory. But he's not gonna be providing as much utility and strength as many other heroes.
Red spot creep on both sides now. Overlord falling in a second. Even using the Fort Lightning here to speed things up. Warsong Battle Drums. Very good. 10% on everything. On the other side, we have Warsong Battle Drums as well, so that's kind of fair.
I think WZ has to rely on hero focus here, but it looks like ReMinD is aware of this. He's going to the shop, he's getting a Telly staff. I was certainly expecting an Invul now for his Naga. But okay, I guess he's gonna save the Staff of Preservation on his first hero to save the second hero.
Position another Pocket Factory right at the expansion. 2 Clockwork Goblins but it's not gonna be that much trouble. Gone they are. And the wisps are coming already to repair. Second red spot for WFZ, but this will be scouted. There's a hippogriff this time. And he scouts it, and he goes for it. Level 4 Warden. We haven't seen Blink or Fan of Knives yet. Vamp Aura. Doesn't do that much though. 2 hippogriffs in. Is there web? I don't think so. And he goes onto the bears, portals out immediately though. Gets that bear and level up. Fan of Knives it is. No blink. Alright.
And WZ didn't have web there. He was trying to cut as many corners as he possibly could to get even again in this game. But yeah, with the expansion standing, we can obviously tell he's not even... Oh, he's counter-expanding. I really like this move. I think that's really good. Maybe it goes unscouted. Maybe you're going to be able to get to 80 supply, and maybe that's going to be good enough. Because if you all-in attack the Expo, there's no way you're winning that fight. So I like that decision here.
Players' forces are
Of course, if ReMinD finds it, it's easily cancelled. He's gonna be thinking about it though, because it's so unusual.
Rune braces on the Tinker, very cool. Against Shadow Strike and Fork Lightning. And yeah, the ward in front of the shop is ReMinD, so I don't think he will expect this expansion. Because it was kinda his spot. 4-3-2 heroes for the undead. On the other side, 5 warden finally. And great items. And the expansions have been running. Engine of War is here to help with Nature's Blessing. He'll be there in a sec. Moonwell to heal up. And no worms for WFZ.
He didn't really feel he had the time or the space this game to go for them, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finds the last few creeps here remaining. By the way, notice he doesn't even have a TP here, so if he gets found, it's not very unlikely that he loses the game.
Oh, the A-bomb being caught off.
No saving that one.
No Shadow Strike here. The Dryad slow seems to be enough, but here comes the go. Townport, he saves that A-bomb with it. The Archer, by the way, scouted the expansion in the upper right. So ReMinD has to win this fight or the expansion will be filled with acolytes. First Fan of Knives, Fork Lightning comes up as well, but the Tinker, oh my god, he's just melting. No way of healing him. The next Fan of Knives.
Out here.
The Lich as well. Boy, the hero focus is so strong, but the Invul Potion, yeah, saves him with the TP. So the expansion is still standing and he can just attack WFZ's expansion, I think.
Yeah, he scouted it, you said, right? With the Dryad?
With an Archer.
Oh, with the Archer, yeah. Again, scouting Archer in the late game also seems to be a new thing we have in today's scene. But yeah, there's gonna be an attack coming the Undead's way. ReMinD is slipping a bit on his macro here, still has 500 gold remaining despite having 3 production facilities. But that's probably not gonna be too terribly painful for him. 67 supply for him against, on the Undead side, 60. Doesn't sound like a big difference, but look at the heroes. 4 on the DK, 3 on the Lich, that's okay. Tinker though, only level 2, and yeah, he's only a Tinker. Has to sell that expansion, there's no way he can defend it.
Get to level few acolytes, getting closer to level 6, getting closer to level 5 on that Naga. Of course, with all that slow, it's easy pickings here. So, what can WFZ do now?
I don't know. Honestly, this is so bad. To be honest with you, this is like a 1 in a million chance he wins this game.
Alright, can he pick that one? That's gonna be the question. Does he have web finally? He goes for burrow, so I assume he has web. Still level 2 Shadow Strike it is. Not level 3.
A player's force.
And a Chimera Roost by ReMinD. Very interesting. He has web now. Fan of Knives again. Heal scroll being used by WFZ. But the Lich Okay, he was kind of out of position. Now the Pocket Factory is gone. Opens up the blocker line, and wow. The Tinker again. He's just melting against everything that ReMinD throws at him. Eats the Fiend, calls again. Fork Lightning doesn't have the Tinker because Invo Potion, but the Lich is suffering so hard. Invo Potion now on the Warden. There's a Shadow Strike. Now, but the coil arrives earlier. Well done here. The Destroyers are still in the air. Lich Fan of Knives. No, he gets him with the next strike. Ah, beautiful call. The Tinker is somehow still alive. Can he get a double kill or does he get nothing in the end? Fan of Knives, coil again! And he saves the Tinker and the Lich. Death Knight in problems, but he saves that as well. But he calls for the GG because all the units have been gone. But nice show off in micro here.
Yeah, I thought so too. But in that situation, no micro in the world can save. Yeah. It's just too much. And, well, he got surprised by a Warden. He saw it early, but he was still caught off guard. He thought he was going to be able to get to the mid game without taking many losses, but then suddenly Warden kills DK, kills 3 ghouls, and then after he killed the Lich, it was kind of GG, if it wasn't before.
Yeah. I agree. So is the Warden the answer?
Maybe? If in the next... Of course, now WFZ is going to think about this game and go like, okay, that was dumb, I should have been more aggressive, I should have done this and that, I shouldn't have played so riskily with a DK, maybe I should get boots on him with his ward and stuff like that. And then he's going to be thinking about what he does on the next map. And if the Warden works there as well, I'm going to be very surprised. But to be honest with you, I think it might be ReMinD's best choice. Because in the Demon Hunter games, he didn't really seem to have good chances. And maybe his bet this series has to be, alright, I go for Warden, and hopefully you don't know what to do against her.
Next map is Ancient Isles, though.
That is also not the greatest Warden map, but it's better than Turtle Rock, so...
Yeah, it's a guaranteed level 2.
Yep.
And if you go for the expansion, that's 2.5.
That would be crazy risky, though. That would be so greedy.
Risks. He has to take them. Because in an open battle, he can't fight WFZ, that's for sure. But the Hippogriffs work better than expected this game. And no worms, so he kept them busy all the time. That was quite good.
Yeah, last game was an interesting one. You think he's gonna go for the Warden again? Or do you think this win gives him confidence and wind under his sails and saying, you know what, I can still beat you in a normal game? I think it's going to be interesting to see how this, how psychologically ReMinD feels and acts in the series. And it seems like we're going to be witnessing it in a bit. ReMinD is ready. WFZ not yet giving the go-ahead. Maybe still thinking about the last map, still thinking about the Warden.
There's definitely a chance to go for Warden here, but on the other side, can you...
There's a few adjustments you make against the Warden. You get boots early, and you're really aggressive. And then probably you delay your tier 3 in favor of statues earlier. So,
yeah.
There's stuff you can do against the Warden, but do you know what to do? And the most important thing, against the Demon Hunter, you don't really have to be careful. Against the Warden... When your attention slips one time without a TP, you can just lose the game from this.
Can you play Worms against Warden?
Yeah, sure. Depends on how many bears there are.
It's hard to micro with Shadow Strike, of course. Okay, game starts. Ancient Isles. Maybe the final map of today? Oh, I'm gonna write my boss that I'm late again.
Oh, shit.
How much time do you have left?
I made time, so I got a lot of time.
Nice. Didn't expect that.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna keep that appointment, but I wanted to go climbing before.
Ah, okay.
Shit. I'm gonna wait a bit, maybe it's gonna work, but probably not.
Oh shit.
And it's not working. God damn netties, why I gotta have these bugs.
Okay,
So, we head into our next map. Might be the last one. WFZ already had the match point on Turtle Rock. But on map number 3, he was surprised by the Warden and made a few errors that can turn out to be game losing against the Warden. Is ReMinD gonna be choosing this unconventional first hero again? Or is he gonna be going for the more standard Demon Hunter? So far, the first 2 maps with a Demon with the standard strats, he didn't really seem to have the best chances. In the standard meta game, he doesn't seem to know all the ins and outs yet. So, does he have to rely on the surprise factor again, or does he now believe in himself?
we'll see in a bit. It is the Warden again. That's cool. I like how he switches things up. And now that he saw that it's working. Or is it only working on TR? I don't know.
No. TR is like the worst Warden map imaginable. I think he's just banking on the fact, alright, you don't know how to probably deal with a Warden. Or at least I hope you don't. Because that's my best chance. I think that's his mindset here.
Well, Ancient Isles is of course a lot smaller than Turtle Rock.
Forces are under attack.
So maybe he can't creep that well, as he did on Turtle Rock. But the meta game on Ancient Isles at the moment seems to be creep the entire map and then someone starts to fight. At least after the first little harasses. TK first of course, ghouls, the ordinary stuff. TP sold for Rod and Dust.
And I wonder how WFZ is gonna go towards this early game stages, because of course everyone knows what the Warden wants to do. She wants to creep. There is no secret there, none at all. Now usually we know him to be a pretty aggressive player, but funnily enough, especially among all things against the Warden, he chose to be well, not really super defensive, but kind of defensive. And then in the end, he still suffered damage, which is of course the worst case scenario. This time he's going to be super aggressive, not taking any creeps, and going with the aura first again.
Yeah, that's a super early ghoul pull, right?
A player's force is
I of
under
course don't
attack.
see the game at the very same moment as you.
Sure. He's already close to the to the Night Elf's main base with 4, 5, 6 ghouls.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. That's usually what you do. You go to the Warden and you don't leave her alone. Ever. You just don't leave her sight.
Okay, that's it. I don't really know why he's not committing to this Moonwell. Would keep him supply stuck, but okay. First Shadow Strike on the ghoul. Getting rid of this one. Of course, experience is necessary for the Warden. Getting level 2 here. But the archers, they don't have an easy life. But I think that was wasted potential. Now the Moonwell is finished. And he didn't really attack him. When he approached him, he was like 30% finished. Could have been an easy kill. Tier 2 tech on both sides. This time ReMinD is a little further ahead. But 0 experience on the DK. 1 level advantage for the Warden. Still 6 ghouls with full health though. The Huntress Hall, if he can cancel the Huntress Hall over and over, this will be very good, but he's not splitting the ghouls. Kind of try to surround the Warden here, but with only 2 ghouls, I don't really like it. Now he can attack with 4, Dust being used, but oh, she gets away anyway. And why the hell is WFZ not going for the Huntress Hall? There's no reason.
I'm not sure. Usually you don't go for that when you think you have other pickoffs, but what else can you really pick off?
The archers are too
this is
fast.
weird.
A player's forces are under attack.
This would have delayed the lures by 1 minute at least. He gets 1 archer kill now, wow.
I'm also not convinced about the aura first. If you go for like a harassment immediately, and then you eat a few shadow strikes, and then you buy boots of speed, it's usually still enough to save you. If you micro your DK well. And of course, if he had coil here instead of aura, you could have saved a lot more of the ghouls.
Yeah. Double Naga. Naga for ReMinD again. Keeping down the Death Knight then most likely. But with only Warden level 2, the progress on the heroes will be very, very slow. More ghouls are coming. He bought a heal potion on 1 ghoul. That's neat. Should have bought 1 more Rod of Necromancy maybe. But yeah, this is for...
Are statues coming soon? Because he might need them very soon.
Nope, the graveyard is super duper late. So is the slaughterhouse then, obviously. And I don't like this play by WFZ, like, at all. He goes for the surround, forcing a blink, so he can't go for Fan of Knives early on. He doesn't get it, even with the aura, not fast enough. And he's bringing the fight once again to the Night Elf base, but the Moon Juice, look at it. It's there. Not that much, but still. And he has 9 ghouls here. He could easily cancel the lures. He would take some damage, yeah. But I think delaying everything while your own graveyard is that late, you're not even having a slaughterhouse still. That should be your #1 goal.
But he still doesn't have coil, so he's gonna give the warden experience by losing ghouls. And with just hanging around on the outskirts of the map, or on the outskirts of the base, he keeps the warden from leveling, so I think this is okay for WFZ.
Finally the slaughterhouse. T3 has started as well. For ReMinD it's the same. Shop for him now too, and WFZ starts creeping. Can't deal with that anymore. But he steals that spot from ReMinD, that's nice. Or will the warden arrive in time? Naga's here, giving up the surround. But still, not fast enough to surround anything here. Maybe the archer, yep, turns daytime, no shadow melts. 1 more picker, but that's only the 2nd archer he got. And the creeps here, obviously. First dryads come out, so he can dispel the skeletons if he wants to, and of course slow the more important thing. And he gets the 3rd archer, but I think it was denied. Not too sure.
So now we have the dryads out, and that means that ReMinD has triple slow. But of course, everything he has is kind of squishy, so it's still difficult and dangerous to engage.
We're all waiting for tier 3 on both sides for Frenzy. Does he have maybe somehow lumber issues? No, 4 ghouls at lumber, that's nice. He saved all his ghouls, I think. Didn't lose a single one. That's gonna be a strong push on the early stages of tier 3. But he needs the coil for sure. And now it's ReMinD is kind of returning the favor. The Death Knight wants level 2 so bad, but now it's his time to be the aggressor. With dryads and bears that are coming soon. No adept training though, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, you got it. Yep, never mind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 2 on both sides, close to level 3, and WFZ has to catch up a lot of experience. Ghoul Frenzy is coming. 2nd statue as well. Lich 3rd.
Okay, so this warden certainly hasn't been power leveling this game. She's going to be level 3 soon, but we already have tier 3 on the undead side. And yeah, Frenzy being close to done. Is he gonna be aggressive with, well, at least, like, how many ghouls does he have? 8 or something?
Yeah, he pulled, no, it's even more, I
that
think.
can come from the warden.
3, he pulled 6. Alright, he had more. Okay, he lost a few here. But still, it's good. 1 statue. It's all scouted though. Lich is out. Frenzy is ready. Fiend is coming. Destroy upgrade is coming. Still only 42 food, but level 3 for the warden. And creep check now. Okay, he doesn't want to run in there. Finds another angle. Of course, ReMinD has to retreat. Can't contest this anymore. They both
Only one invul, by the way, on ReMinD's side, so might be dangerous.
Shadow Strike on the Lich, that is of course the weak spot, tanking a lot of damage from the creeps as well. Has to use the first coil. Can he engage this with 5 food less? Now that the Fiend is here, we have piercing damage against the Dryads. Warden kinda has to carry at this moment. But I think he can't really trade favorably. This position is great for ReMinD though, using another coil. That was the second last one. Dryad. Oh, he's going for the DK. He has a potion, thankfully. But he's still going for it. Invo potion on the Warden. There is another Shadow Strike. Wednesday's off cooldown. Getting purged. Doesn't really need it. And the Death Knight falls again. On the other side, Naga down. So double hero. Oh, he walks right in. ReMinD portals out after having the first hero killed. But I think that was still okay for WFZ. DK doesn't take that much time to be back. He can creep up a little now. 3 bears, 4 dryads. Okay. Zeppelin action.
And the decals there, of course, is very painful.
Yeah.
And that was kind of possible with the cold arrow from the Night Elves Naga. And when you have so many Frenzy Ghouls, and you have Frost Nova, and your own cold arrow slow, then you have to go for the Naga right away. ReMinD's Naga should not have been allowed to remain alive for so long. He steals the invul, or he stole the invul. That was important. That's the thing. I think this game on both sides. Heroes are very squishy. Which are gonna fall
Players'
first?
forces are under attack.
DK is almost back. No Naga on ReMinD's side. He's going for the Troll Warlord, but the Creep Jack is inbound. Gets the Warlord though. Book of the Dead. There is a lot of Dispel, but you have to do it one by one. Lich with the Invo Potion again. But the next Shadow Strike is coming. He has plenty of mana thanks to the Moonwells. Going for the Naga now. Book of the Dead being summoned. Oh boy, he dispels a lot, but not everything. Naga still in problems for WFZ. Level up saves him for now. Is there something I can save her? No. But the one, oh my god! Getting Nova, but there was a blink, so she escapes. And the DK is back with the saving call towards the Lich. That was really close for ReMinD, losing that Naga there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he can creep the rest now. That Book of the Dead was a nice distraction.
And he lost 3 bears. That was heavy losses. Of course, he got the Naga, but losing 3 bears, man, real expensive.
There's an expansion coming, by the way, by ReMinD. There's still only 1 Fiend, so can he deal with the Dryads? Because there's a lot of them. Of course, the Lich helps, but only level 2. Getting close to level 3, though. Death Knight still not level 3. Once again, no time to go for worms. Naga is not back, and as long as the Naga's not there, I think he can't really reach out that far on the map. So that is a good timing for the expansion here. Of course, he has to creep it. That's gonna take some time, and that will spoil the surprise for the undead. Wind of Illusion here, not that great, but it is experience. Warden is level 4 now. Blink gets cheaper. Warden becomes more annoying with that. And he once again engages this fight. He has a lot of mana. Shadow Strike. He wants to get rid of the Fiends now. Fork Lightning again on the Ghouls. Level 3 for the Lich. He has a lot of mana for Nova, and the bears feel it. It's getting cold, and it's getting even more colder because they're dead now. First one at least. Blink from the Warden to get out of this situation. The illusions doesn't do too much. Next bear is down. The third one is, I think, the next one. No, the next target is the Warden. Getting an Invo Potion. Saving her for now. 2 Shadow Strikes remaining and a few blinks. But the Destroyers reigning supreme against the Dryads can't do too much. Next blink. Nova on the Naga. Still not level 3. transferred something? Hoots, maybe. Or level up saves it for now. Nice staff. Okay, it was a staff that has been transferred. But the expansion has been found. And yeah. That's gonna be with the Nabomb and the Naga back. He's not going for it. He rather creeps. I do not get this, but whatever. 10 supply advantage for WFZ. He can go into the winners finals against into the grand final against Focus here on this map if the Warden doesn't carry the game home.
I still can't believe how much freedom ReMind's Naga has. That should never be allowed. She should always be focused. But hey, seems to be working anyways for WFZ.
Okay, that's gonna be a big creep check coming. He has to free this spot from the creeps to get his expansion running. Or he forces the fight before he creeps that one. And it's only 50 food. No bears. Okay, 2 bears coming in now. Against 2 destroyers. They will have mana. Because there's 3 statues on the ground. Nice deny. What's the item saying? Only a heal potion for WFZ. But same situation on ReMind's side. The Korean is struggling hard. Fog lightning on both sides. 1 bear down immediately. 2nd bear about to follow. He wants to save... is there a staff even? Yes, there is. He wants to save it for the Naga. Oh, focus on the DK now. Uses the potion already. Invopod. Can he save him somehow? I don't think so. Invis! Very well done, but reveal! Oh, so good. Blinks in with the Warden. Oh, once again dodging it. Naga's down, but gets the DK kill in return. And now it's time to kill all those Dryads. But does he want that? Without the DK? Without the aura? Without anything? He can play the kiting game without aura. Going for the Lich now. Warden heals up once more. Fork lightning, more shots. Warden down. Oh boy, overcommitment. Out is ReMind. Bronze medal is what he gets in the Panda TV Invitational, the Faith Cup. And our grand final tomorrow in another best of 5 is Focus versus WFZ.